question I get asked all the time is, how can I find my maintenance, or what are my maintenance calories? So first off, let's go ahead and define what your maintenance is, or what maintenance calories are. Essentially, they're the amount of calories that you can consume for your body to remain the same or maintain its current composition. There are a lot of calculators out there on the internet for you to be able to try to guess your maintenance, or for it to calculate your maintenance for you. The total daily energy expenditure calculator is probably the most common one, where it intakes your age, your weight, your height, as well as your kind of daily activity, and goes ahead and tries to guess your maintenance. And that's a great place to start, but it's not going to be the most accurate, unfortunately, as everyone's body's different. And when you select your activity level, it's just so basic as far as selecting slightly active, active, extremely active. It's just general, and it's making a guess at what your calories could be. But the real thing you need to do is go ahead and actually track what you eat and what you weigh to see if you're actually at your maintenance calories. As far as tracking what you eat and weigh, obviously it doesn't mean perfect, but ideally you track everything you eat as well as your weight in the morning after you use the restroom for about a week or two. Then you can look at the weigh-ins across the 1 to 2 weeks and see, is my weight going up? Is it going down? Could it be because I drank water before I went to bed, or I didn't use the restroom before my weigh-in? So you have to take those things into account. But as a whole, did I increase my weight? Did I decrease my weight? Or did it stay about the same? If it stayed about the same, that's probably your maintenance calories. If it went up, then you're a little over maintenance. If your body weight went down, then you're probably under maintenance. It's pretty straightforward in that regard. The big thing is you'll have to track what you eat and what you weigh every day. And the hardest part about this is your body weight fluctuates a lot to regulate its sodium, water intake, food, digestion, all that kind of stuff. So that's why we need to look at a week or 2 weeks as a whole rather than day to day. Your body weight can fluctuate as much as 4 to 5 pounds a day, just as far as the foods you eat, what time you eat it, and also if you use the restroom or not before you do your weigh-in. But for this video, I'm going to try to find my personal maintenance and be as accurate and stringent as I can. So I'm gonna do a few things. One, I'll be eating the exact same food every single day for the next week. I'm talking down to the gram. I'm gonna eat the exact same breakfast, pre-workout meal, post-workout meal, and dinner every single day, weighed out, measured. This is something that you don't need to do, but I wanna do just to see how close I can get to seeing if I'm accurate with my maintenance. On top of all that, I will also be monitoring my actual water intake. I'll be drinking 6 liters of water exactly. And I do have a water bottle that's 1 liter. I normally drink 5 to 6 full water bottles, so I'm just gonna go ahead and bump that number up to 6 so I never have to restrict my water, and make sure I drink 6 liters of water. I'm also going to make sure I have my last meal at the same time every night to make sure my weigh-ins the next morning are accurate. So I'll be having my last meal by 9 p.m. every single night. I will also be cutting off my water with that meal, just to make sure that when I do use the restroom in the morning and weigh myself in the morning, it is the most accurate it can be. And for me, the calories I'll be eating are 2,800 calories. I went ahead and put it in MyFitnessPal, and it came out to be exactly 2,800 the way I want to eat this week and what I think my maintenance is going to be. And as far as the protein, carbs, and fats, it's right around 50% carbs, 25% fats, and 25% protein. That comes out to be around 181 grams of protein, 84 grams of fat, and 330 grams of carbs. But those are just rough numbers. The big thing is the total calories, seeing if my weight changes. I know that was a lot of explaining, a lot of telling you guys what I'm gonna do, but I think this is a process a lot of people get confused on about how to find their maintenance. But really, it's eating consistently, weighing yourself, and tracking to see if you're increasing the weight, decreasing your weight, or about staying the same. But I will go ahead and show you guys the 4 meals I'll be eating every single day for a week, breaking down the calories, protein, carbs, and fats. But yeah, we'll just go ahead and get into the week, start tracking everything, and see how our weight changes. And this is gonna be my breakfast for the next week. We have our russet potatoes, 330 grams right here, salt, pepper in the air fryer, 11 minutes at 385 degrees. Then we've got 100 grams of egg whites, 3 whole eggs, as well as 1 serving of our feta cheese. Feta cheese is the game changer. I recently started using it and I am in love. So good. Also, we use 7 grams of butter in cooking our eggs. And then we will also have 1 orange on the side. This is our breakfast right here. It comes out to be 661 calories, 74 grams of carbs, 23 grams of fat, and 41 grams of protein. Meal number 2 I'll be eating for the next week, we have our protein oats. So we have 2 packets of quick oats, a splash of almond milk, scoop of protein, the Transparent Labs. This is the cinnamon pastry flavor, one of my favorites to actually add to my oatmeal, and then an apple cut up as well. The total calories for this meal are 467, 76 grams of carbs, 8 grams of fat, and 33 grams of protein. This is typically my pre-workout meal. I have this an hour and a half before I train. But yeah, that's meal number 2, and I'll show you guys meal number 3. Just finished up with my workout. I'll show you guys meal number 3. It is very simple. It is 8 ounces of 90-10 ground beef right there. We also actually cooked up a lot. I don't know if you can see on the stove, but I do meal prep my meat specifically just to have 2 or 3 days worth. So I cook that in a batch and then actually measure it out. Then we also have 1 whole packet of Uncle Ben's. Well, now it's called Ben's Original, I don't know, but it used to be Uncle Ben's. I need 1 whole packet, which is 400 calories. You guys can see that right there. Also with that, I'm gonna use 50 grams of ketchup. I have my little handy dandy scale right there, so we'll measure that out. And then also 150 grams of carrots. I'll go ahead and read off, oh, and last thing, this is something I'm not gonna be tracking because I have it every day, but this is essentially my creatine and post right there. So I have that every day, workout or not workout. It helps with recovery, and creatine is a great supplement. Plenty of videos on that, but I'll go ahead and read off the macros for this whole meal. So this post-workout meal comes out to be 905 calories, 107 grams of carbs, 26 grams of fat, and 56 grams of protein. That's meal number 3. I'll show you guys meal number 4 later on. And for our 4th and final meal, we have Jack's Mash right here. It is 330 grams of sweet potatoes, 8 ounces of the ground beef from earlier today, 7 grams of butter, and then on the side we have 150 grams of a bell pepper. This is also my 6th and final liter of water, so I need to finish this before I go to bed. It is currently 8:42 p.m. My goal is to finish every meal by 9 p.m. this week. So everything gets cut off at 9 p.m. and I weigh myself at 6:45 every morning. This meal is 766 calories, 74 grams of carbs, 28 grams of fat, and 52 grams of protein. That brings my daily total to exactly 2,800 calories, 331 grams of carbs, 84 grams of fat, and 182 grams of protein. That is exactly what I'm gonna be eating all week this week. I'll do a weigh-in before I go to bed, probably around 10 p.m. So I'll do a weigh-in every morning at 6:45 and every evening at 10 p.m. We'll track that throughout the week. I'm gonna be eating exactly what I showed you guys today the rest of the week. But I'll keep you guys posted throughout the week, let you guys know how my weight's fluctuating, how I'm feeling, bloat, all that kind of stuff. And then just check with you guys tomorrow morning. Real quick, I'm gonna give you guys an update. I was 176.2 yesterday morning, day 1. And then at 10 p.m. that night, I was only 176.0. So throughout the day, I actually lost a little bit of weight, which is not typical for anyone. But the foods I was eating yesterday, I know agree with my stomach very well, so don't have any bloat. But Sunday night, I did go out to dinner with my family and ate foods that tend to have me hold on to a little bit more water. So that's why I think that weigh-in was a little bit higher. And then this morning, I weighed in at 172.8. And by no means did I lose 3.4 pounds of muscle or 3.4 pounds of fat. That was strictly water weight. Depending on the sodium intake as well as the bloating. I use the restroom, so that decreases the weight. All those kind of things come together. I did not lose or gain fat or muscle in 24 hours. That's pretty much impossible. So yeah, I just want to give you guys a quick update and tell you guys these are just data points in the grand scheme of things, and we'll see how tomorrow goes. Real quick, I just want to show you guys the dedication I have to this video. So we are supposed to have our oatmeal and apple before our workout, but today is my one long day on campus for about 4 hours. So what I'm doing right now is letting my oatmeal cool off before I cover it up, take it in Tupperware, and take it with me to school. This is something I would never do unless I was doing a video like this, because I think the whole point of oatmeal is to have it warm, and I'm gonna eat it cold before my workout with an apple on the side. So I just wanna show you guys my dedication to you. Also, don't expect me to dress up in a button-down and slacks very often. I have a presentation in my capstone class. But one thing I do wanna show you guys is my socks. The socks are the star of the whole fit. As you can see, we got the slacks, but the socks are really what make it. As you can see right there, we got Sully from Monsters Inc. Boom. So the socks are Stance socks. This is their little symbol right there. Show off your personality a little bit of flair. But I just wanna let you guys know I'm gonna be eating cold oatmeal for you. Just for you. Because I'm a man of my word. If I say I'm gonna eat the same thing every day for a week, I'm gonna do it. Quick check-in, it is currently day 3 of finding my maintenance or eating the exact same thing every day for a week. It is currently 8:48, so I have 12 minutes to finish my last meal, as well as get in my 6th liter of water right here. My weigh-in this morning was rather low at 171.0 pounds, which is quite a dramatic drop since Monday. However, I will say I noted that I was hungry yesterday and I expected my weigh-in to be a little low. So as a whole, I think 2,800 is gonna be below my maintenance. We're gonna eat the same thing the rest of the week just to see, and then I can make adjustments from there. But being consistent is the biggest thing. And also, I don't have decision fatigue about trying to figure out what to eat every meal. Having a regimented diet as far as what to eat, the amounts and everything, is just less decisions you have to make throughout the day. And I'm very busy right now, so not having to make the decision of what to eat or how much is super nice. I just am doing the same thing on repeat. I don't need to track anything on my phone because I know it's exactly the same day to day. So it's super nice if you can work in 1 or 2 days of the exact same thing, you know exactly what you're eating every day, just to get a little bit of weight off your shoulders as far as deciding what to eat. And for me, it's exaggerated even more because I'm always trying to think of a meal idea or a new recipe for you guys. So the fact that I get to eat the same thing every day for a week is kind of a little bit of a stress relief, and I'm enjoying it so far. So without further ado, I'll end this check-in here, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers. Real quick, I wanna go over one question I get quite a bit is, should you weigh out your meat before or after you cook it? And in the short term, either one works. But I do wanna make note that when you get a package like this of raw meat, and you have your serving sizes right there. So this says it is 4 ounces per serving, 4 servings per container, and 112 grams per serving. And that is gonna be the raw weight or the uncooked weight. Personally, I'm a fan to just scan the barcode right there and use the raw weight. But if you do decide to cook a lot of meat at once and use the cooked weight, just go into MyFitnessPal and select cooked ground beef rather than the raw weight. But we'll go ahead and run a quick experiment. I'm gonna go ahead and weigh this package as is raw. Then we'll go ahead and cook it and see what it weighs after. So let's go ahead and weigh this raw. As you guys just saw, the raw weight turned out to be 454 grams, when the actual weight should be 448 grams, according to the package at least. So we're slightly over on the overall package weight. It is over 6 grams heavier, but hey, that's not a bad thing. You got a little bit more meat than actually said. But let's go ahead and cook it up and see what the cooked weight is. Now our meat has been cooked, so let's go ahead and weigh it out again. All right, so as you guys saw, the raw weight came out to be 454 grams, which is almost exactly like the package said, about 6 grams off, so we're not gonna consider that too big of a deal. But the cooked weight was only 323, which is 71.15% of the raw weight. I'll go ahead and throw this all up on the screen so you guys can see it easier. So that means if 112 grams of uncooked beef gives you 200 calories, then 80 grams of cooked beef gives you 200 calories. So that's a pretty big difference of about 30 grams. So if you're always weighing one way or the other, just be consistent and know that the cooked weight is gonna be less than the raw weight, and just keep track of it. MyFitnessPal should do a great job. You can look up raw versus cooked, but I always like to scan the package, which is gonna be raw for meats, and then use that as my net weight. But you can also do it cooked, like I said. Just make sure that you get the right amount of grams and calories for the cooked weight, because the cooked weight is about 70% lower than the raw weight. But yeah, just want to go over that real quick. I get a question about that almost on every video and from a lot of clients. So yeah, cooked weight versus raw weight. Otherwise, we'll keep eating the same thing. Do a quick check-in. So far, we have some weigh-ins I need to go over. I missed yesterday where I weighed 172.2 pounds. And then this morning I weighed 172.6 pounds. So overall, we did have that little drop to 171 about midweek, but we're kind of climbing back up about where I should be or where I thought I would be the entire week. Once again, I saw that weight go down. I was like, oh my gosh, I might be under my calories like a ton. I might be way under. As you can see, I ate pretty consistently the last couple days. My weight has steadily climbed back up. My guess is it should be around 173. Obviously with ebbs and flows. This just shows that your weight's still gonna fluctuate even if you keep everything very stringent. I've eaten the same thing, drinking the same amount of water every day, and I've still seen some changes. That was also due to using the restroom before my weigh-ins. I will say if you go number 1 or number 2, it's gonna change your weight. But as far as cardio too, that might get asked, I've been doing 3 days a week in the gym and then 0 cardio outside of taking my dog Maisie for a walk. But I've been getting between 8 to 10,000 steps every single day. That's pretty consistent for me no matter what, bulking, cutting, maintaining, whatever. And then I add cardio to actually cut on top of all that. But right now, no extra cardio, just like I said, walking Maisie on my days off, that kind of thing. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and eat this, walk her, and then we've got 2 more days, a couple weigh-ins. It's also Easter Sunday this Sunday. So I am gonna plan to have dinner with my family, so that's gonna be slightly off plan, not eating the exact same thing for an entire week. But it'll be like 6.5 days of eating the exact same thing. I'm gonna make sure my calories are also the same, but I'll go ahead and give you guys more detail when that comes up on Sunday. Otherwise, I'm gonna eat this and then take Maisie for a walk. Alrighty, time for one of our last check-ins. It is currently Sunday, the last day of eating the same thing for a week and checking my maintenance. Today's gonna be slightly different though, because it is Easter Sunday and I'm gonna have a family dinner later. But what I wanna do real quick, I wanna tell you guys my morning weigh-in of today was 171.8. So a little bit lower, and last night was 176.8 as well. So everything's slightly lower, but I will say I was working all day, so I don't think my hydration was exactly 6 liters because I would fill up my water bottle like halfway, that kind of thing. So that might be a small part of it, a little dehydrated. That's why my weigh-in was a little lower, but I will weigh in tomorrow for one last weigh-in. Just note that I will be having a dinner, so most of my calories will be later in the day, so I expect that weigh-in to be slightly higher, but we'll see. First things first, I want to actually go over exactly how I plan out a meal. I do plan out my kind of like cheat meals or meals off diet. So once again, today is not going to be the exact same thing every day of the week. I have to have family dinner. Well, I'm choosing to have family dinner, that kind of thing. So what I'll do, I'll actually go ahead and start recording my screen, and I'll show you guys exactly how I enter into MyFitnessPal, like my guess at what I'm gonna eat for dinner, and then kind of backtrack the rest of my day. As you guys can see, I'll throw it up on the screen right now. I already had my breakfast, and it was the exact same thing. Our eggs, egg whites, potato, butter, orange, and feta cheese. And then what I'm gonna go ahead and do is actually go ahead and enter what I think my last meal or my dinner is gonna be. So right now I call it meal 5, but I'll go ahead and add this. Once again, we'll go ahead and for family dinner, we have honey baked ham, we have turkey, we have rolls, we're gonna have some salad, twice baked potatoes. So we're gonna have a variety of things. So I'm gonna go ahead and add in what I think I'm gonna eat or what my plate is gonna be. So definitely gonna have some honey baked ham. Let's see, so I'll probably do, it's definitely glazed, higher calories. I'll probably do 6 ounces of ham, and that'll be like kind of my main protein for the meal. I'm a fan of turkey, but I liked ham more. So we're gonna go ahead and add that. We're also definitely gonna have some salad. My aunt actually makes a salad fresh. It's like kind of like a Greek salad, so I'll just go ahead and look up Greek salad, see what pops up. I know, let's see, what does this Greek salad say? 7 grams of carbs, 14 grams of fat, 5 grams of... Okay, so that's pretty accurate. I'm gonna go ahead and say 2 cups. I know I'm gonna make my plate primarily protein, a leaner protein, ham in this case, and as well as vegetables first, fill up on those, and then have some sweet treats. So I'm gonna go ahead 2 cups of that, which is gonna be a lot of salad, which I'm a huge fan of. And then let's see what else we got. I'm gonna have some rolls, probably some bread. So let's just look up like a butter roll. All right, let's see what this says. 3 grams of protein. Okay, cool. Yep, I'll probably do two butter rolls. And then, let's see, twice baked potato. Let's see if they got that. Let's see, twice baked potato. That looks pretty accurate, so we'll do one of those. And then also, I just know I'm gonna have probably some butter and oil, whether it was cooked in butter and oil. So I like to always add just a little bit of butter. We'll do the Irish Gold, and we'll go to 14 grams or 1 serving. And I think that'll pretty much be my dinner. I will note that I'll probably have 1 little Reese's Easter egg because I absolutely love those. So we're gonna add in a Reese's Easter egg. I'm just gonna do 1 of those because I know at the end of dinner, after I have my ham, salad, potatoes, all that good stuff, some vegetables, I'm definitely gonna want a little bit of a sweet treat. And that pretty much is my dinner. It is very high calories. As you can see, I'm gonna estimate about 1,400. And that is gonna be a lot, and it might be an overestimation, but I'd rather slightly overestimate than underestimate. But then what we can do, so I have about 800 calories left, I can go ahead and see where else I need some protein. I know I typically have my protes, so for meal 2, instead of doing the protes, I'm just gonna do a protein shake. So I'm gonna do my Transparent Labs cereal splash, and then with some almond milk. We'll see, and then we're gonna do 1 serving or 8 ounces. There we go. So pretty much remove the oatmeal and save that for later on. And then as far as meal 3, I'll probably do some ground beef. Still my 1 serving, 8 ounces. And then what I'll do instead of having a full thing of rice, I'm gonna do half. So we have our ready rice, or our rice. And then 400 calories. So let's see, what do we need to be 400? Like 4.9, 4.8, 4.7, 6. Boom. 200 calories of rice, and then let's see what that brings our total to. Okay, so we're slightly over on the calories, but we're still very, very close. And then you can also go down here to the nutrition and then the macros. So it'll be today, I'll still hit my protein around 176. The fat is gonna be higher because of the twice baked potato, the honey ham, the dessert basically. The final meal will be very high in fat. But I still have 229 grams of carbs. So overall, it's not a perfect day. It's not eating the exact same thing I did for the last 6 days, but I was very consistent. You guys saw me. I literally brought oatmeal to class with me. I did the whole shebang. I ate the same exact thing for 6 days straight. I'm gonna have one meal that's gonna be slightly different. And I just wanna go, I know that was kind of like a longer bit, but I just wanna show you guys exactly how you can kind of guesstimate your meals. And once again, I do think that is gonna be an overestimation of the final meal. As you can see, you also turn your phone sideways, which is huge for MyFitnessPal, and see per meal. So right now, that last meal is gonna be 111 grams of carbs, 84 grams of fat, and 60 grams of protein. I really don't think it'll be that much. I might not even have 2 butter rolls, but this is just how you can kind of budget for that last meal or for that cheat meal, family meal, whenever you eat out. I want to go over that real quick, but yeah, I'm not gonna waste any more of you guys' time. Hopefully, you guys got some stuff out of that. I'm gonna stop the recording, and yeah, if you have any questions, let me know down in the comments. Otherwise, I'm gonna hang out with family the rest of the day, have that nice big meal I just budgeted for, enjoy myself, have a weigh-in tonight, a weigh-in tomorrow morning, and then we'll do a wrap-up check-in tomorrow morning about the whole week and finding your maintenance. All right, it is time for our debrief of a week of eating the exact same thing, tracking my calories, my protein, carbs, fats, my weight, and just seeing if I'm eating my maintenance or around my maintenance. So I'll throw in all the weigh-ins on the screen right now. Started the week off at 176, dropped down to 172, 171, 172, 172, 172, 171, and then this morning was 173.6, which is a lot higher, yes, but it's also because I mentioned before I had my Easter dinner, about 1,400 calories, which is half the calories my entire day in one meal at the end of the day. That's just gonna mean that you're gonna hold on to a little bit more weight the next morning, since I still woke up at 6 and had my weigh-in at 6:45. But as a whole, I mean, I am pretty confident that 2,800 is probably around my maintenance, if not maybe like slightly below, since I did kind of lose a little bit. And if I probably ate at that for another week, I'd probably see the weight steadily stay around 171-ish. And through experience, I was eating about 2,800 to 2,900 calories for the last couple months. I do know that that is pretty accurate for me on my maintenance, but I want to show you guys that although you're eating what you think your maintenance might be, your weight's not going to stay exactly the same. You're not going to weigh in every morning at 160, 170, 180, or whatever it is. You're not going to have that weight, but what you want to do is track over time. So I personally track my weight and calories just about every day, just something I've been accustomed to. I have physique, health, fitness goals, all that kind of stuff, so I do like to track, but I do know that's just a number. Once again, I'm looking at myself in the mirror as well. I'm looking at my strength in the gym. I'm looking at my energy levels throughout the day. There's so many variables to take into account that it's not just a simple number on a scale and number of calories you eat. There's water, there's stress, there's a whole bunch of things. So that was pretty much a week of eating the exact same thing, showing you guys how to find your maintenance. The biggest thing is consistency. Even though you might eat the same calories day in and day out, the daily weigh-ins might change, but over time you should definitely see a steady increase if you're in a surplus, a decrease in weight if you're in a deficit, and then if you're at maintenance, you should kind of see your weight pretty much stay around a certain point, even though it has fluctuations day to day. But once again, yeah, leave any comments down below. Hopefully I'll try to answer those the best I can. Otherwise, I'll end the video here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.